Hey guys, it's TH Low and really sorry for the inactivity these 2 months. Academics has been really challenging and school is super strenuous, so really sorry for not being able to video stuff because of all these things. So anyways, over the past few months I have still I did touch my DAW logic, so I've been experimenting quite a lot with future-based and trap-based production skills. So really, I just want to share some tips on today's topic, which is making hybrid trap in Logic Pro X. Most of the videos online do not actually talk about do not actually show you hybrid trap, but most of the time this hard trap or hybrid trap is more like hip hop beats or just minor those minor generic trap. So hybrid trap is really infusing dubstep into trap. So you have a dubstep leads playing where you got trap elements playing in the background. So let's start with today's project. So I've recently asked Yukino to send me his stems for his track known as the stars burn out and the world ends, and I've made a remix for it. I'm going to show you one of my job, okay, maybe two, not sure, but I can't show the whole thing because it's meant to be released under a new EP that is coming out at the end of year. So stay tuned for that. My new EP. I think 4 or 5 tracks, but it's gonna be quite a long time. Yeah, so without further ado, let me just play the build up and then I'll show you the elements that make up this drop. Right, let's go. Right, so that was the build up and the drop. So let's hop into the elements of the drop. Right, so first let's start off with the main component of the song. I mean the build up and drop is the beats. So what I used was a very generic trap beat, like having a trap pattern. So what I did was I used a frumpy kick. Use a frumpy kick and I layered it over with another more crunchy kick from Cymatic's Grime Kit. They are sample pack, so it sounds like this. So it gives that crunchy effect. Oh wait, that's not the trap beat. Okay, I just show it here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, something like that. So it gives you the crunchy effect. And of course, I layered it over with a trap snare cause it just has that, just gives it that trap effect, that trappy feeling. So why not? Yeah, laid it over with a perk loop and added some snare rolls which I have created long time ago in ESX24. Oops. ESX24, I dragged in the sample and then I just did a bit editing and now it's become like some type of snare rolls. So yeah, that's cool. So here's snare roll. Get a bit of reverb there. Yeah, quite interesting. And after that, you want to have your 808s. I used the 808s from ES2 and it's really strong. I did add a bit of distortion, sine level, and a bit of volume and give it that very distorted effect. After that, I use OTT to bring out some of the strong points inside the 808s. Yeah, so sounds like this. Yeah. So over here, I added like chord bass, so it gives it a more interesting effect. Yeah, something is like interesting. And I added a compressor over here to sidechain with the thumpy kick, so it gives that, so whenever the kick hits, your 808 will move away and come back very fast. Yeah, so that is very generic, one of the more generic ones. Second verse added a hi-hat loop, nothing much about that. Yeah, some effects over here, nothing else. Right, so now we move on to the leads, and recently I've purchased the Rent to Own serum, and then I bought the Cymatics Hybrid Trap Volume 2. So this is one of the leads that I got from them, and added some growls over here. And the growls should be scar, sounds like this, like added a bit of tremolo from the panning left to right, not very deep, to add more effects to it. Added a lead, did quite a lot of editing to this, had to do a bit of EQing, compressor, a bit of editing in serum, added a bit more distortion, quite high over here, a bit of reverb even though I laid it over with Space Designer, snare chamber, and then I reduced the wet reverb here. So it gives that really rough effect when these two are put together, so it sounds like. So at the same time, you can actually hear that the compressor is doing some work there, giving it a bit bounce. So yeah. Yeah, so that is the main D, and I layered it with a more bassy lead over here, so it's like. To give a bit more of mid and bass, added this plug here, cause why not? So it gives it random effects. So that's actually more it for the drop. And in the second verse, I added some hybrid backing noise and a tremolo whoop like this. Very simple. Add a bit of backing noise for a bit more space. So you can hear there's a bit of like white noise at the back. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a bit, and then add some gunshots here. Added a cymatics fill, riser, a noise shunt. So in a sense, it just sounds like this. If I take it away. So it actually gives that intense feeling before it drops back to the breakdown. So that is more or less it. Over here for the leads, I also increased this octave by 1. So really making hybrid trap is all about the beats, how you fit in the elements, and with the white noise and etc. So this is quite a short tutorial, or just a short like preview of the remix of a hybrid drop in Logic, because really most of the time I do not see this hybrid stuff on Logic because everyone uses FL Studios. So here is just some basic automation. It's nothing much, to be very honest. And that is basically it for your hybrid trap drop. I mean, yeah, it is that simple. Some build ups here, that's all. for the drop. Yeah. So it's actually really simple to make your hybrid trap drop. Just add leads, layer it over to fill in the elements, do a bit of EQing so that your frequencies do not collide with one another, some white noise to give it space, a noise chance and a riser to give it a bit more movement, trap FX which is very important and fills to actually keep the groove going. Yeah, so basically that is all for the first drop. Yeah. If you want more of these videos, or maybe if I want to show a second drop, I can do that another time. But stay tuned for the EP coming out. This song will be featuring quite soon. I have a feeling it should release coming Monday. Yeah, and the EP will have another 4 or 3 songs which I produce or solo produce with my other mates. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Really sorry for the inactivity. If you like this video, do like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon. Yeah.